It's a live session, so they normally don't record, but it's fine.
Go and attend.
There's nothing.
Bali, go and attend.
Oh, wow, I can't.
Yeah.
There's nothing on the screen.
There's nothing on.
I can't miss this one because you said you are not recording anymore, Mota.
Even the one that you are going to, you were supposed to attend, they won't record. So it's the same thing.
Yeah. So I have to choose which one to go to more.
Hey, Jesus. Can you see the notes that I have for you?
No, there's nothing on the screen. It's blank.
Aye.
The screen is blank.
For everyone.
I don't know. Okay, yes, it's fine now.
Mbali.
It's fine. I can see. There's something now.
Yeah, but I feel bad that you can't attend the other session.
Me too.
Go and attend. It's fine.
I can't.
You can. You don't want to.
I want to, Mara. The thing is, I have to choose between this session and that session. Wabo.
I'm telling you to choose that session. What is that session about?
It's physics.
It's what?
Physics.
Go and attend.
No, I am attending this one.
Oh, Jesus, you child. I mean, it's not my fault, Dikhe. If I can record this one for you, it's fine.
For real?
Yeah, I understand. I understand what you have to do. Go and attend. It's fine. We'll talk. Text me later.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sure. So, guys, can you all hear me, right? You guys are quiet. Jesus.
Can hear you say.
Nakisan, why are you so quiet today? Carol.
We can hear you.
You're quiet today. I am worried. I told you I want you to be hyper. I want you to be yourselves. So these are the layers of the skin. So guys, I will send you these notes. Ne? Is it okay? So I quickly want us to do the skin receptors because everything else is limited. So I'll give you these notes. And if you don't understand something here, please tell me. Let's say I didn't understand your notes. Right? Don't call me say, call me Taba. So let me quickly do because yeah. So I want to deal with skin appearances. Are we fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the important thing is that obviously right now you know about melanin and you know that it determines your skin color. But the reason is now why others we have to dwell more right and find out the skin color and what other possible skin colors a person might have and why is that and everything. Right. So what you have to understand is that if someone has white skin, it tends to appear pink to red depending on the amount and oxygen of content they have, right? So I'm pretty sure you've seen that if someone has white skin and maybe for some reason they're emotional, they're angry, or they tend to be pink, to turn pink and everything. That doesn't mean that at that time they have less melanin. No, the melanin is still the same. But what affects that skin color at that particular time is the amount of oxygen content in their blood. Right? Are we clear? they might ask you that. Remember that the melanin doesn't change, right? It doesn't mean that that person at that time when they're angry, they now have less melanin. That is why they turn red. No, they still have the same amount of melanin. But what changes their skin color is what? The amount of oxygen in their blood, right? And when it comes to albinism, they don't have that much melanin, right? Mbali, why are you back? With albinism, they don't have or they can't produce melanin, right? They do have melanocytes, but they are unable to. Okay, I don't think you have to know the name of this Tyrosinase enzyme, right? I don't think you have to know it. So they do have melanin, but I mean I can't hear anything. Kitumes, you can't hear anything. Guys, can you hear me?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mbali, you are back.
Back.
Huh?
Yes, I'm back.
Why?
Yes, I'm back. He said he will record for me.
Who?
My physics teacher.
I want to record for you.
Yeah, I'm back.
So this is what you have to know about the guys people who have albinism, is that they can't produce melanin, but they do have melanocytes, right? But in each and every melanocyte, there's an enzyme which we call tyrosinase, right? Or however you pronounce that word, tyrosinase or tyrosinase, it's up to you. So they don't have that enzyme. What does this enzyme do? It initiates the production of melanin. So meaning without this enzyme, they can't start the production of melanin, right? I tried that for like 3 to 4 times already. My network connection is good. Then why can't you hear me? Yeah, 2 minutes. I'll try recording the session for you. But guys, I don't like recording sessions. Like really, I don't like it. But I'll just do you a favor, right? So they have melanin that is missing in their hair, in their eyes and skin, right? Because they can't produce melanin. So a question they might ask you is that does it mean that they don't have melanocytes? No, they do have melanocytes, but they can't produce melanin because they don't have the enzyme that initiates the production of melanin, right? And another thing is that your skin color has a diagnostic clues for medical conditions, right? So depending on the color of the skin you might have, that might represent or tell doctors something about you, right? Maybe you have a problem like when you have you are not breathing, right? Your skin turns bluish, right? When you are no longer breathing, your skin turns bluish. Okay, Kitume today say you'll read, you must press where it's written what you want. So press what you want. So when your skin is, we say your skin is cyanotic, right? That is when it is bluish. When someone is stopped breathing, just like I just told you, their skin appears bluish. You must know that. As a doctor, you must know this. These are the things, these are the basic things you must notice when you approach a patient, maybe after an accident or something. If their skin is bluish, normally if they can't breathe, their tip of their nose is what mostly it's the first thing that turns bluish, the tip of their nose. So quickly when you just see the tip of the nose being, it won't be really blue, right? Because if someone is black, I mean, come on. So, but it will be bluish. You will see the change of the color. So once you see that, you know that the person has stopped breathing. So you have to do something. Right? You start CPR or you do something. Because why does it turn bluish? Because the hemoglobin is depleted of what? Of oxygen, right? And sometimes it can be jaundice. Jaundice is when your skin is yellowish. That is okay.
Only.
Jaundice. Oh, sorry. Thanks. Who's that? Who's that? Bali. Hey.
Sorry.
Oh. No, thank you. That is what I want.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Jaundice, guys. Hey, yes. Okay, then erythema is when your skin is red. You've heard of erythrocytes. So anything that has eryth just means reddish, right? And then when your skin is pale, right, that can mean that you have low blood pressure, right? And this bronzing, it's when you have Addison's disease. These ones, they don't ask you most of the time. They like asking you about the redness of your skin and when it's bluish, right? I hope we are clear. So those can be the different colors you might see. And what you have to know, as I said, I'll send you this notes. What you have to know, they might ask you when the skin is red, what does it indicate? What would you do as a doctor? What's the, like, try to explain why the skin is red. What might be the possible reasons behind that skin being red? Then you would explain that this and this and this and this, right? And then we also have your hematoma, which is simply your bruising, right? And these two, I've never seen these two, right? But that doesn't mean they won't ask you. These two, having a leathery skin and photosensitivity, right? These two, they don't like asking. What they like asking about is your jaundice, your erythema, your bruising, and your, what you call, when you have cyanosis, right? Those are the ones that they like to ask about. And then your skin color, sometimes it's determined by your genetic factors and your environmental factors and the volume of blood. So your genetic factors, your environmental factors, and the volume of blood, all of these three things determine your skin color. So it's not only by genetic factors, that is mainly your melanin, right? Melanin. And obviously the sex of your mother and your father, right? If their color skin and their genes and everything, that will contribute as well. By environmental factors, here you can simply like where you stay, is it hot, you see, is it cold and everything. And then the volume of blood, as we said, the great example, because with us black people, really, you can't see you are angry and then your skin turns pink. For us, there's no turning pink, we remain black. You see? But for white people, you can see that when they're angry, their skin is a bit reddish and everything, right? So you have that little diagram which shows like what affects the color of your skin. You'll do that when I give you those notes. It's not necessary. And your skin pigments, as we said, we spoke about melanin. I won't discuss it, guys, because I told you a lot about melanin already, right? Environmental factors, I told you the example, the great example you might be the weather of where you stay, right? Your UV radiations, because we said that your melanin absorbs, your melanocytes absorb the UV light, right? Here, the simplest way to remember this one, carotene, you think of a carrot, the carrot is orange, right? So the pigment of the skin will be yellow-orange, right? That is what you have to know, right? Are we clear? And then obviously at this time, I assume you know a lot about hemoglobin, that it carries your oxygen. Are we clear so far?
Yes.
Actually, I just want us to go straight to the burns because that is what is important. Like these ones of frictions, skin markings, and everything, I think you can do that on your own, guys. Like what you have to know before I can even forget is that if this is your epidermis, right, and then you have your dermis here. If there's somehow, right, because this is, they are tightly held together. If somehow there's friction, right, between the epidermis and the dermis, somehow there's friction, and the interstitial fluid manages somehow to seep in or get in between the two layers, you will have what we call blisters. You all know what blisters are, right?
Mm.
Do you?
Yes.
Thank you. So the reason why you might have a blister is because of the interstitial fluid that has gotten between the epidermis and the dermis. Simple as that. They like asking that question. These ones, I won't dwell much on these ones. So after this lesson, you asked me to send you these notes, and then you go through these notes because these notes, it's everything that I've told you in summary, right? Everything that I told you in summary. This one of aging, you do it on your own. It explains why people why their skin has wrinkles when they grow. They never ask that really, mostly. So I'm interested in skin receptors. This is what I want you to know. As I told you, your skin has certain receptors, it has sensations, and then I said it has 4 sensations. I said it's pain, it's temperature, it's pressure, and what? And touch, right? Guys, are you sleeping?
No, we are listening.
So those are the 4 main ones that I want you to know. It's your touch, your pressure, your pain, and temperature, right? So I said your pain and temperature use TREP-V1 receptor. They use TREP-V1 receptor. So guys, if this session ends, I don't think you need to rejoin. Okay? It's a lot. It's a lot to read. I'll just send you notes, and then maybe we'll have a session later on today. Maybe, God willing. So your light touch, these are the Meissner corpuscles that I told you about before the last session ended, right? I know you must be confused because I said to you, we have Meckel cells and they are the ones that deal with touch and everything. But this is what you must understand. When it comes to touch, we have different types of touches. We have light touch, we have crude touch, right? And so if someone touches you lightly, meaning softly, right? They touch you softly. You can react to light touch, and your Meissner corpuscles, which are enclosed in the capsule of connective tissue, which are the ones that are responsible. They are the receptors for light touch, right? They are located in the palms, soles, your lips, your eyelids, and all those other. Especially the great example for this one, which I don't like discussing this with, because people tend to think I'm silly. But this is the great example. You won't forget this. Your external genitals and your nipples. right? For do we have any males joining us today? This one's so okay, ladies. Obviously, you all have nipples, right?
Yeah.
So if you touch your nipple, please do it after this session. Don't do it now. We don't want to hear your funny sounds. Touch it smoothly, slowly, right? Just rub your nipple. You'll feel that touch. That is because of the Meissner corpuscles. Those are the receptors, right? If someone touches you roughly in your nipple, and if someone touches you softly in your nipple, you know the change and you know it feels different. You ladies know, I don't know. But I know that it feels different. How different, I don't know. But I know that there's a difference. So after this, explore. Ne? You will tell me tomorrow what's the difference or later on. Right? Don't do this one. Don't do this one with external genitals, please. Just do this one. Ne? Are you still with me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do this. You'll come back and tell me what you experienced. So, meaning that in simplest terms, if they ask you where do you find your Meissner's corpuscles, you find them where you have sensitive spots. We all have sensitive spots. You know your sensitive spot, I don't. So the reason why that spot is sensitive is because it has Meissner's corpuscles. Meaning the most sensitive spots is what? It's the palms of your hands, the soles of your feet, the eyelids, your external genitals, and your nipples. Right? And your neck as well. And then this, meaning that the way that they'll structure these questions, you can be asked which receptors are responsible for light touch. The answer to that question will be Meissner's corpuscles. Then the next question would be, where would you find this? So I said particularly in your sensitive areas. So if you forget, touch yourself in the exam room, you know which area is sensitive, and then you write that down. For heavy pressure, you have your Pacinian corpuscles. Those ones are the receptors for heavy pressure, right? For pain, I told you, it's your TREP-V1, right? Another word they use for pain is what? Nociception. I don't know if I should write it down or it's okay. It's your nociception. Are we okay? These people are so quiet. Jeez, I'm worried. Don't you? Guys, talk to me.
No, case, please repeat what you said.
Okay. Do you have problems with network, Lisa? Because
Please repeat what you said.
which one? I said a lot of things.
The pain.
There?
Yeah. Of the
Please type. Please type. Tell me what to repeat. Others, do you understand, Mbali?
Hmm.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Hey, Carola Shakari, I understand. Okay. What were you saying about the pain? I said the pain is TREP-V1 receptors. I wrote check in the chat, I wrote it, trap V1 receptors. Because you can see that I didn't put that in my notes, right? I didn't put trap V1. Are we clear? So meaning that for each sensation, you have to know what the receptors. And then for temperature, whether it's called receptors, hot or whatever, it also has what? Guys, we are left with 10 minutes. It also has trap V1 receptors. So your pain and temperature have trap V1 receptors. And then your touch, right? It's Meckel receptors, but if they are specific to say light touch, it will be your Meissner's corpuscles, right? And then for your pressure, it's the Pacinian corpuscles. So you have to know those three. Actually, it's four because it's Meckel receptors for touch. But if they are specific, you say Pacinian, right? If they say light touch. And then if they ask you about pain and temperature, right? Trap V1. Are we clear? So right now, I want us to do the appendages. As I said yesterday, I said we have hair, we have nails, right? We have glands. So since we are left with 8 minutes, I want to find out from you guys, do you want us to continue after this session to do these accessory structures of the skin? Or you want to study maybe the notes that I've given you until this point, and then we'll continue maybe later or tomorrow with the accessory structures, or what?
Yes, yes. Is it possible to continue later on today?
Guys, with the thing of continuing later, yes, it's possible, very much possible. It was even possible even yesterday. But the thing is, I told you yesterday, I'm busy with a lot of things. I have a lot on my plate, right? So depending on when I finish and how much of the workload I'm having at that particular time, that determines whether we will have a class later on, yes or no. So what I'll do before 6 o'clock, right? Because yesterday you said if we attend, we can attend at what time? Did you say 7 or 8?
7 or 8? 7.
7. Okay. So if by 6 o'clock, or let's say latest 6:30, if I don't tell you or I'm not saying anything by 6:30, just know we don't have a class. Are we clear?
Okay, yes, okay. But please remember to send, and can you maybe send them now so that when we go through the notes that we have been doing today, we just go through everything. Can you remember to send that presentation, the one that you're showing us right now?
Or to send them now?
Yes, please.
Don't worry, they're already in the group chat.
Okay.
So you are saying after this session we are done for now?
It's a lot for today. It's not a lot for today, but there's like a lot of information to take in. So yeah.
Others, is there anything that you didn't understand today, or because I feel like I didn't really introduce much today. I was just putting emphasis on what we have to know. Let's try to continue later, or even if it's after 10 or 11 p.m., it's fine, please. Londi, you are tired, eh? 10 or 11, how you are feeling yourself? Will everyone still be up by that time?
at that time we are doing something else. We don't have anatomy fair. At that time we are doing something else. Oh, what 10, 11 is a lot. No,
At the moment you put our wire right, we're really against it.
No. Happy we have other modules to concentrate on. So 10, 11 we must be doing something else because from now till whatever time is anatomy. So I can 10, 11 and that's it. No.
Okay, it's fine. I think we'll stick to 7 or 8 if we'll have a session later on.
Yes. Yes.
No questions. Good people, no questions.
No questions.
So I can end the session.
Yes.
Okay, which cells in the skin are damaged by UV? Your Langerhans or Langerhans, I don't know how you pronounce it. I wrote it down for you. So that was the only question. Everything I said was clear.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was very clear.
All right. So what do you think about the session so far? Are they helping? Hmm?
They're very helpful. We understand things better now.
I'm glad. Okay, guys, I think that will be it. You might have a survey after this meeting. Just fill it up. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. It was helpful because some of us already demotivated. Hi, I'll motivate you. Sungawar. This week you'll be motivated. I'll be your motivation for the week. Don't worry. Use me. Let me be your catalyst. Speed up the process with me. So sisonke musi, everyone is ayobanated. Thank you for joining, guys. I think that's it from me. I'll let you know later. I've already sent the notes in the group chat. Just go through them, then later I'll tell you if we continue or not. But I'll try by all means to push my shine this and finish in time so that we continue and finish with the integumentary system today, so that tomorrow we start something new. At least if by the end of this week we can do about 3 to 4 chapters. Then even if you don't attend after that, I'll be happy because I was able to help. So goodbye.